Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to freely assemble and petition the government for a redress of their grievances. It's the First Amendment. It's all that matters.
Welcome to another episode of the Rick Castellano Show. Folks, tonight's episode, what are we going to talk about? Well, there's a gentleman that I've mentioned a few times in the past. A couple of times disagreeable. Most of the time disagreeable. Why? Let's see. Do I agree with everything he has to say about in sports? No. Did I lose any money looking to his odds in the newspaper about football? Yes. Tonight, I'm going to talk about a gentleman that I'd like to congratulate. 41 years. Bob Matthews. We always didn't see eye to eye on what you talked about in the sport world, but Castellano salutes anybody can make it 41 years in the business. 41 years? You deserve more than that, my boy. No, although I mentioned in the past, we had a couple of disagreements on, what you thought about the Yankees and such. Mr. Matthews, great job. Anybody putting 41 years consistently in this day and age in anything, you're a success. And Castellano like to say, enjoy your retirement. I don't know where you're going to go, Jeremiah's Tavern, Winfield, wherever you want to go. Enjoy it in peace. Castellano, I'd like to have a toast for you. I might even name the episode there. Goodbye, Mr. Matthews. Enjoy your retirement. Castellano, got no ill regards to you. And as a matter of fact, we got a mutual friend, Kevin, and he came in and sort of tied my hand behind my back to say, no, he didn't. I did it on my own. 41 years. Great job. Folks, you just saw the producer put up on the screen the usual suspects. In case you can't read that quickly, let me tell you a little something about it. The weatherman Bill Ayers and radical wife Bernadine Dorn. Valerie Jarrett, the mentor. Barack Obama's mentor. This lady's insane. And, of course, David Axelrod, the salesman. Did you notice Obama in the Robin outfit? Because he's been robbing us blind since he's been in office. Anyway, did anybody see the other day David Axelrod on Sunday with Chris Wallace there on Fox? What did he say? He was praising Mitt Romney. He said, do you want to have somebody that has the country in decline and the way things are now, or would you rather have somebody else? Yeah, somebody else. We don't want business as usual. You made a mistake. You were telling people that things are terrible, and we don't want 4 more years of that. Yeah, we want Romney. Castellano, are you saying you want Romney? Yes, I do. Why? Well, first off, it wouldn't take a lot to beat Obama because he's terrible. Secondly, I don't want to believe that bull crap that, the 1%, the 1%. Well, Mr. Obama, I just saw what you gave in taxes today in the paper for everybody to see. What me worry? Everybody should pay 35%. Well, you had the opportunity with all the money you made this year to pay 35%, but you had your tax people chisel away deductions here, deductions there. You only paid 20%. 1%? You must be in a 1%. Now, mind you, folks, free housing, free car service, food, anything he wants. Go to operas, let his wife go buy purses in Spain, basketball at the White House. Oh, come on in, Magic Johnson. We'll play a game of one-on-one. Whatever rapper he wants at the time. Because I don't know, he listens to that stuff. I don't know. Snoop Doggy Poop and the rest of the guys. Castellano, I'm just picking on. Obama's got guys singing songs that they shouldn't be singing. You know what? He might like this stuff, but you're the president of the United States. Black, white, red, green, blue. No. I'm the president. There's no white America. There's no black America. There's gray America. You're dividing us. You're the one, Mr. Obama. You're dividing the country. Oh, they're evil 1%. Well, let's see. Doctor goes to 8 years of medical school. 8 years, sometimes longer. Studies. Where everybody else is going, I'm doing as many drugs as I can. As often as I can. Party. Hey, I don't care. I'll have some radical professor or something give me grades and give me a gentleman's C. Party. No. Some people go to school and study and work, and they got to pay a couple $100,000 in what? College loans. And they work where everybody else is partying. Hey, it's party. They're studying their butts off to get a good grade. And what do you want to do? Let's punish those evil people for working hard and making a lot of money. Let's punish them. Let's take some of their money and we'll pass it out to people, hey, vote for me. Free money. Now, mind you, there's corrupt people in anything. Some corrupt people on Wall Street, but there's a lot of hardworking people on Wall Street. You can't group everybody together. Doctors, you got a doctor that's a plastic surgeon or a doctor that's a heart doctor. Do you think that these guys just like, hey, I want to be a heart doctor. No, you got to study. You got to be the best of the best to be a heart doctor. So, if you want to get paid good money, you deserve it. You know why? Because you're brilliant. Because you got skilled surgeon hands. You know what? I'll guarantee you that if Mr. Obama, he already had a little health scare with his heart once because of that big, filthy, greasy cheeseburgers he eats. Smoking. 8 cartons a week. You know what? I'll guarantee you, if he was having heart problems or chest pains, he wouldn't worry about the 1%. He'd want the best damn doctor you could find. So that stuff's bullcrap. It's just, what do? I'm doing a terrible job as president. I don't want people to say the stimulus, we passed the stimulus and unemployment will go up to 8%. You passed it $1 trillion. It went way past it. We don't want to say that George W. Bush, when he spent $1 trillion in 8 years as president, $1 trillion. You said he was a bad president for it because he put the country in jeopardy because of $1 trillion. In your 3 years, you spent more than he spent in 8 years, and he had 2 wars going, and they started under his watch too because they attacked us in 9/11. So you not only did that, and you said if anybody raised the debt ceiling, they wouldn't be patriotic. It would happen. When it's your turn, you raised it 3 times. So you hypocrite, you liar, you loser, you and the usual suspects. Charlie Rangel, this guy is the head of the Ways and Means Committee, helps make taxes and different things that people got to pay. He's guilty of 11 charges when they only got him for 9 or 10 of them, who knows, but guilty. And what'd you guys do? You turned your back on him. He got voted back in. 90% people voted for him. 90%. For Charlie Rangel, a crook. Yeah, I said it, a crook. You're a person that visited the White House 30 times. Rosen, I don't know what her name is. Who cares? Hillary Rosen. And what did she say? She said she made fun of Mitt Romney's wife because she's a mother. She never worked a day in her life. Well, do you realize, folks? I realize it. You know what? I'm not the best example of anything, but a mother that's raising kids has got a tough job taking care of the kids while the husband works. I know a couple where both people were successful at working. Both people. I'm not going to give you their names, but factual. Both people were very successful. Wife got pregnant. She gave up her career. The husband worked. She stood home. Now, mind you, if they didn't have the kids, she could have went on with her career and been very, very successful. Instead, she gave it up to raise her kids. Now, if anybody wants to tell me that changing diapers, cleaning the house, cooking meals, taking care of kids' banged up knees or shoulders, or when they're sick and taking care of them, if they ever want to tell me that that's not a hard job, that's an easy job, they have no clue. Just like you, Miss Rosen. I'm sorry, I got to say this. Miss Rosen is a lesbian, and she don't know about that kind of stuff because she don't know much about anything. Are you trying all this? No. I'm just saying. Let's give the usual suspects how the usual suspects think. But anyways.
How fast did the Obamas run?
Yeah, they ran from you, Mrs. Rosen, when you said this stuff. You know why? Because even they knew you were wrong. Rick, what are you saying? Just Hillary Rosen? Yeah, I'm saying they ran. Hey, you know what? Damage control. And then, Mr. Obama, your usual suspects, again. What's the name of that goofy guy from TV that I was talking about?
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Yeah.
That calling Hillary, I'm putting him Sarah Palin the C word.
That's terrible.
Making fun of her retarded children. Just ridiculous, outrageous stuff. He donated $1 million to Obama. They said, we're not going to do that. But I'll take the $1 million. I'll talk bad about Rush Limbaugh for saying what he said, but go ahead. You give me $1 million. You say anything you want. Keep it up. And he's continued. Just today, Maher said, well, I just have to disagree with her on one thing. And she said, and Romney's wife, stay-at-home mom, she was wrong about that. It's way worse. He went on to belittle Miss Romney, to saying that she never left the house, and swear word, saying how evil and disgusting and stuff she was. Well, because she's conservative Republican. But anyway, Obama, do you want to give them $1 million back? No. People, they're hypocrites. What he says and his people say, he talks out of both sides of his mouth. That should never be done. Unless I'm doing it. Now, the Secret Service today. 11 members. What are they doing? The day before Obama comes to Colombia. They're with Colombian hookers. Not, like high-class call girls from, like Florida or Vegas. Colombia, a smelly country, drug-infested country, backward country.
Sloppy $50 on it, too.
And one of the Secret Service guys was arguing over $47. So bad that they had to call the Columbia police on these guys for being out of control on our Secret Service. They're getting the place safe because Obama's coming the next day. Did anybody mention that President Obama, like you got people that contribute to his campaign fund? A lot of money. I got a kid that really needs a job, or I got a buddy from high school. Oh, my buddy's a basketball player. He's retired now. Maybe you could get him a job in administration. Yeah, they have some Secret Service people that go through Secret Service training and go to school for it. And then they got, hey, I promised this guy a job. He's my buddy. He's my cousin. Yeah, take the job. But anyways, these guys are with hookers, drinking and partying. Some of them married. And the president's coming there the next day. Guess what, guys? I'm going to give you all the facts you may have heard. One of the women didn't have an ID. Doesn't make a difference. Normally, you can't get anybody. Don't forget about the Salehis, the Slahis that got in last year, because it's business as usual in this administration. Anyway, the president's got 11 that we know now, Secret Service men partying and grabbing hookers. Well, Castellano, prostitution is legal in Colombia. Oh, wow. Tell it to their wives. And tell it to, let's see. Castellano will give you a scenario. Speak the facts, folks. I'm going to have a little toast like Granny's secret diet ginger ale because this is a good story. One of these Secret Service men, few of them were married. Somebody gets some pictures with some things going on here, and maybe somebody from the country, from Colombia. There's a lot of drug lords in Colombia.
Biggest in the world.
Biggest. And they assassinate a lot of people. Get some pictures. Show one of these Secret Service men sometime in the future. Hey, you think your wife would like to see this? No. Anything to save my marriage. Well, I want to know the president's route. I want to know the route of Elton John. I don't know. Somebody's. But they could be held. They could be blackmailed. And this isn't the kind of stuff that Castellano is just making up. That's the reason why this stuff doesn't happen. Blackmail. You know what? Nobody would want their wife to see him with some smelly girl from a third world country. Okay? Not any country. They wouldn't want to see their husband cheating. Or I don't want my top guys. You know what? As much as I disagree with President Obama, he deserves better than this. He deserves to have a staff when they're there over in Colombia. If they want to have party and they want to have a good time, let them do it back home when they're done with the mission. Their job is there to get the place ready because the president's coming the next day, and they better have every inch, everything covered. Nobody in places they shouldn't be, especially without IDs, especially prostitutes. Okay? Drinking. I don't want to hear it. The president deserves better. President Obama deserves better. I don't know who is responsible for this, but they should all be fired. All 11 and whoever their boss was.
4 military officers. Right?
They said 4 or 5 military officers also. The story is going to get a little worse than this unless they got her in damage control. They're trying to cover it up. But anyways, I do not want to hear it. Business as usual, the usual suspects. But, folks, you know what? There's a plenty more to this story. Castellano's going to have another swig. As a matter of fact, I'm running it empty, and I'll be right back. And believe me, we've only just begun. We only just begun. Karen Carpenter, I'm sorry, but you're dead anyway. Excuse me, I'm back, but my palate needs to be clean. I didn't do anything bad, folks, but I'm just thinking about the situation. I'll tell you in a second. There's a lot of foam in this diet ginger ale.
Yeah.
Granny, what are you trying to do, kill me?
Story was so sickening you had to change your shirt. Why, you threw up on your shirt?
No. I changed my shirt because I needed to do something because I'm really disgusted, folks. Let's talk about GSA, not TSA, because, we had problems with them, too. GSA. Excuse me a second. Like I said, there's a whole lot of dirty things going on there, and none of them are going on with me, but I got to rinse out anyways because I feel disgusted talking about this stuff.
We're a bunch of clowns, right?
Well, they hired clowns. $830,000 of whose money? My money, your money. What'd they do? Let's have a big party in Vegas. A big party in Vegas. Obama said you shouldn't go there anyways. I don't know why the GSA is having parties there because we shouldn't go there. We should tighten our belts except him. But anyway, $830,000 giving big screen TVs away, all kinds of money, spending on stuff. And what do? $4 shrimp. Let's see. You could go to a nice restaurant. You get a thing of shrimp for $8.95, get 4 or 5 of them, nice big jumbo shrimp. Why? United States is paying for it, $4. Regular size. Hey, eat all you want, $4 shrimp. They got the gentleman, I can't remember his name, it doesn't make a difference. There's plenty of people to throw the book at. Exotic rooms, big expensive sipping champagne in big bubbly bathtubs. And guess what he does? The government's dime. Hey, buddies, we haven't seen since, let's have a high school reunion. Come on down, the rooms are on the government. Come on down to party. We'll make videos saying how we could waste the taxpayers' money. What are we going to do? We'll have muffins at $16. Who cares? The government's paying. Why are we spending all this money? Why not? This is the Obama administration. Business as usual. So, GSA is under investigation for having an extravagant party. I'll mind you. President Obama said it's Bush's fault. Let's see. The BP oil spill. Okay. The Bush administration's fault because they gave the certificate there. You guys here, go ahead and drill. Folks, that's not the truth. It may have started in the Bush administration, but Obama's administration are the ones that said, check, safe, explosion. So GSA went through our money in extravagant parties. What kind of stuff went on? You know anything, producer?
Yeah, they had clowns, they had jugglers, they were all smoking cigarettes, blowing it into the
Breaking
camera.
TVs
Yeah,
and
giving away iPads. You know those $500 a piece?
iPads.
iTouch, excuse me. Sorry, iTouch.
I touch? I'm not touching you with a 10-foot pole. Anyways, they had clowns. They had videos that are on YouTube they're just bragging about this. Forever. They just like it's business as usual. Like, hey, guess what? We're getting paid to oversee you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna brag about it because we're gonna spend foolishly. Folks, wake up a second. Wake up. People that are paying 15% have already paid tax on that money. It's like I have $50,000 in the bank. I saved it. It took me 10 years, 20 years, whatever to save this. Paid all my tax on it. That's my money. Now I want to invest it. Barbershop, small business, whatever, and take a chance on it. Money I've already paid tax on. Now, if I make money on this, I only have to pay 15%. It gives me incentive to invest. If I lose money, I lose money. I lose. So it's one of those situations where if you lose a couple $100,000, you lose it. If you end up making money on your couple $100,000 that you've already paid taxes on, you only pay 15%. It gives people incentive to invest in small businesses. That's the true story. This money has already been taxed. Those are the people paying 15%. Not what you want to lead people to, all the rich people. No, 10%. The top 10% earners in the United States pay 70% of the taxes. Over 50% of people don't pay any income tax. Now, handouts, I think people should be helped. Yes. Help people that aren't able-bodied, some mothers that got in trouble and made a mistake or men left them. Yes. But if you're able-bodied and you could work, folks, it's time to start working. Folks, does Castellano care? I care about everybody. Do I like free things? I used to love free things. But you know what? I got a kid now. I got somebody that depends on me, and someday he's going to have a kid. And I want them to have the same opportunities we do. So everybody contribute. Do I think people on Medicare already that are 55 years old should change? No. People that are already 55, I want them to get what's coming to them. But if we want these things, these programs to continue, we got to start making some decisions. Everybody's got to chip in. Everybody's got to help. Like I said, 55 and over, you get what you got coming in. But after that, folks, it's time because otherwise you're going to be bankrupt. We're going to be like Spain or Greece and nobody's going to have nothing. Folks, you're watching the Rick Castellano Show. We're on 7 days a week. And folks, sometimes I act a little crazy, but other times I'm just telling the truth. If the truth hurts, you're on the wrong side.